Hey Mark, you good? Yeah, go for it. You want to invest all your money in that one company? Uh-huh. Oh, someone from YouTube recommended to you. Okay. You also want to take out a personal loan and put all your money in that company? Uh, you sure about that? Look, Mark, honestly, I don't think that's a good idea, mate. Mark? Hello? Mark? Yeah, that's gonna go down well. So today I made this video for all you guys out there thinking about starting your own investment portfolio to talk about the main three things you should have a look at before you invest any of your money in the stock market. Welcome everyone, my name is Andrei and this is my channel Exploring the Financial Jungle, where I try my best to shed some light and clarity on subjects like investing, stock market, individual stocks and in general personal finances to try and help everyone that is thinking about starting to invest in the stock market but are either too afraid or just don't know how, where and when to start. Before we get into the video today, I just want to say, guys, please don't be that guy over the phone. Don't put all your money into one company, especially if you didn't do any research on that company and you have no idea what that company does. Don't take any loans, personal loans out of the bank on a really high interest rate to invest in a particular company, especially if someone from YouTube recommended it to you, because that's a really fast way to lose a lot of your money, guys. The first point I want to address here today would be personal debt, and that will be the bad debt some of you guys might have, the one that carries 20, 25, 30% interest with it. You should definitely look into paying that one off before you even start thinking about investing in the stock market, because even if you invest in the stock market as a beginner, the probability of making substantial amount of money is quite low. But let's say even if you make 7, 9, 10, 15% interest on your investment, it's still not enough to cover that 20, 25, 30% interest that you have on your loan. So get rid of any loans, any bad loans here, because if you have a mortgage with 3, 4, 5% interest, that's totally different. But if you have any loans with a really bad interest on them, try to get rid of them first, as the amount of money you will save on the long run is significant. Second point I would like to touch on today would be your credit score. Credit score, you might think, well, it's not that important for investing, and I think you might be wrong on that one. So your credit score will affect what type of interest you would get on a loan from the bank. Let's say you have a really bad credit score and you get into a situation and you actually need a loan, or you see a really good opportunity in the stock market or in general life, day-to-day life, you see an opportunity, you will like to have that personal loan from the bank, but because you have a really bad credit score, you didn't take care of it, then the bank will say, okay, we're going to give you the loan, but it will come with 27% interest on it. And let's say you would like to use that money for a great opportunity in the stock market, that carries a lot of risk. Having 27% interest on your loan means you need to make at least 27% upside on your investment in the stock market to even break even, and something over that to have a little bit of profit. So guys, take care of your credit score, look into things that you're missing or things you should do to improve that credit score, and make sure you have a good credit score for those opportunities that might present themselves so you can take advantage of them. Now, before I get into the third and final point of the discussion today, I would like to ask you guys if you could leave me a like or a comment down below. It will really help me out starting off on YouTube, and any piece of your advice you might have for me, it will be greatly appreciated. Third and final point of the discussion today would be having a savings account for day-to-day expenses and an emergency fund. Now let's start off with the emergency fund, because I think it's really important and a lot of people don't actually give it a lot of attention. Having an emergency fund, especially in the circumstances we are going through right now, it's really important, because I know a lot of people that are just living on paycheck to paycheck, and if anything like this happens, they lose their job, or they're in between jobs, or anything that might happen in the family, or any type of emergency in general, you're not covered. You have no finances, or if you have finances but they are invested, you might be forced to sell those investments at a loss probably, and that's really bad. So having an emergency fund, that I think should be somewhere around 3 or 4 months of covering your rent, your expenses, your food, and other day-to-day expenses you might have, is really important and can help you get over some nasty situation that might pop up in your life. Now, second will be a savings account. Savings account would be mostly, from my point of view, expenses you might have in the short to medium term, like maybe a holiday here and there, maybe you want to buy a present for anyone in the family, any loved ones, so you don't touch those investments. And I'm talking here about investment, long-term investment, 10, 20, 30 years investments, because maybe those investments are currently at a loss. You don't want to sell out of them because in the future you think they might go up, but currently maybe it's a bad economic situation, they are going down. So having a savings account for any type of gifts, any vacations, or expenses that you are planning to have in the short or medium term, it will be really useful. So I think splitting your finances around in like a savings account on one hand, just an emergency fund on the other, and then the remaining put into an investment account, can be extremely useful for all you guys looking into investing, or just starting now with a personal investment account. So that pretty much covered the 3 points I wanted to talk about today. So guys, once again, if you like the video or you have any comments, any piece of advice, please leave them in the comment section down below, and stay strong, stay safe, and see you in the next one.